massive political shift is unfolding in West Bengal. The saffron tsunami has swept Bengal, crossing 200 seats, well past the halfway mark, with the BJP scripting history, handing a major setback for Mamata Banerjee and her Trinamool Congress. And this is definitely huge. For years, Bengal stood as the biggest exception to Narendra Modi's political expansion. While the BJP swept across much of India, Bengal remained resistant. That resistance has now been broken. This is not just another electoral victory for the BJP. It is one of the most significant breakthroughs for the BJP in eastern India and a landmark moment in the national politics. Bengal's political history makes this even more remarkable. The state saw 34 years of left rule, followed by 15 years of uninterrupted TMC power under Mamata Banerjee. Change has been rare here until now. What makes this win even more striking is the turnaround. In the 2021 assembly polls, the BJP won 77 seats and a 38% vote share, a significant improvement from its 2016, showing off 3 seats and 10.2% vote share. This year, the BJP is on the precipice of winning 200 seats with a 45% vote share, well clear of the TMC at 87 and 41%. Mamata's powerful slogan of Ma Mati Manush, which drove 3 consecutive wins, has failed to hold ground this time as shifting voter dynamics and new political factors reshape the contest. This mandate also carries a sharper political message. Voters have pushed back against what has long been alleged as a culture of intimidation and political strong-arming. This is a visible assertion of electoral agency, a signal that coercion cannot outlast choice. Crucially, women voters have emerged as a decisive force in this shift, backing the BJP in significant measures and tittling the balance away from the incumbent. Their participation has not just added weight but altered the direction of the mandate itself. From Mamata's Ma Mati Manush to a new Ma Mati Modi movement, BJP has really flipped the script in West Bengal. Now I am being joined by Gargi Guha Thakurta, input editor of TV9 Bangla. She's with me on the broadcast. Gargi, it's a BJP sweep. How is the mood on the ground?
The mood, if I talk about the mood on the ground in Bengal after this huge mandate being given to BJP, I can divide the mood in 3 parts. First, the mood in the BJP camp. It's a mood of celebration and vindication in the BJP offices, in the main office as well as in district offices and across the party workers who are celebrating this huge mandate in Bengal after a long time. So this is one mood we see, and this mood, this mood of celebration and vindication actually supports the slogan by the BJP leadership when they had talked about like fear is out and now the trust is in. So this is the mood in the BJP camp. And when we go to the TMC camp, we see a mood of complete dejection, anxiety. In some parts, in some offices, they are still in a mode of denial. So this is the mood we see in TMC party offices, and it is resonating with the leadership as well as the workers. And the third mood is, of course, about the public mood. Now, the public mood, again, in pockets like where you see the Hindus, the Motuas and all, there is a sense of relief that BJP has come in, and now they would probably, have an easier access to the citizenship.
Well, that's right, Garbi. BJP seems to have won even in the TMC heartlands as well. What does this mean for a larger picture of BJP's new power and TMC's losing its bastion in Bengal?
Yes, a very pertinent question you have asked, like why and how BJP could make inroads in the TMC heartland. First thing is that I would say, of course, the SIR has some kind of impact in the TMC heartland also, because we all know lakhs of names got deleted. And this, of course, has some kind of imprint on the ballot box. And secondly, the minority vote, We have always talked about a consolidated minority vote, which has always gone in favor of TMC. But this time, there has been some kind of, I would say, some kind of fragmentation in the minority vote, wherein we see Humayun Kobir, once upon a Trinamool leader, who was, kind of angry with the Trinamool leadership. He has made his own party, how he has made dent in some pockets. And of course, he has won in the two seats he had contested, that is Rajinagar and Noida. But at the same time, one thing I forgot to mention, that is ISF. That has also made dents in areas like Bhangur, where Naushad Siddiqui has won. Now, we had always talked about minority votes consolidation, but in that discussion, probably the one thing which was not highlighted so much, that was the Hindu vote consolidation. This time we had seen, the analyst had clearly said that TMC votes, TMC Hindu votes, that also got transferred to BJP. So that is one area we must look into, and of course this has helped BJP in gaining foothold in the TMC heartland. And the third factor is, of course, the same thing, like loss of jobs and migration to other states for jobs and all. This has, of course, given a descent in the youth, rural as well as urban youth, who have, kind of voted in favor of BJP. So, in a nutshell, that is these are the reasons why BJP could make inroad in the TMC heartland.
Gargi, if you have to sum it up, what are the biggest factors that led to the downfall of Mamata Banerjee in Bengal?
So you want me to sum up the reasons of downfall of TMC. First thing I would mention the anti-incumbency. Now, why is this anti-incumbency so high running after 15 years of TMC rules? That is one thing. The first thing is the corruption. We had seen how the school recruitment scam has happened, how the civic recruitment scam has happened, and of course 26,000 teachers have lost their job. So all these kind of had made people extremely wary of Trinamool in terms of corruption. And secondly, that is the law and order narrative. We had seen how it was, how it came in the forefront in case of Arjikar doctor's death. So that law and order narrative also worked. And the third, of course, will be post-poll violence, and we had seen Shandesh Khali-like incident. So all these things have gone against the TMC. Secondly, we have spoken about minority vote split and the Hindu consolidation vote that is always there. And thirdly, I would say the all-out push from the BJP central leadership, and how the BJP government across the country, they had all put together, and the leadership, they did dozens of rallies, road shows, and BJP deployed the top leadership for days in the state, just to kind of keep the narrative that this time it is BJP's time, TMC's time is over. We had seen how many times Prime Minister, Home Minister, they had come, and Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi ji, he had come, Himanta Biswa Sharma from Assam had come. So we had seen these rallies and shows, public rallies and meetings and all. And another thing is that, this welfare policy, or if we say in a very critical way, the dole politics. It has worked for TMC when they had started with so many of schemes like Lokhir Bhandar for women. But this time there was a counter narrative by BJP also, that once BJP comes into power, the dole, the scheme, the amount of money given would be higher. Like instead of 1500 Lokir Bhandar, the BJP government will be paying 3000 to all the women. So of course this has worked across the women voters. And in a nutshell, we would see like people had enough of TMC's, I would say, misgovernance in the state, and so people had given mandate this way. SIR is there, of course, which is again related to the minority vote. And lastly, I would mention, of course, the role of election commission. The way the people had come out this time to vote, even in the high rises, we had seen the master stroke was, making a booth in the high rise complex. So people have come out in great numbers to vote. And of course, we had always seen, like, when people come out in numbers, those votes are actually anti-incumbency votes.